How's it going, crew? This is Happy Days, and welcome back to another Terraria 1.4 Master Mode boss video. And in this one, guys, I'm excited. We're going to be looking at the Guardian of Hard Mode, the Wall of Flesh itself. And what we're going to do in this video for you is look through the loadout that I recommend for the battle. We're also going to look at the arena setup and some tips and tricks to help you survive the fight. Then we're going to look at the Wall of Flesh battle in action and see if there's anything different in the 1.4 Master Mode update. And then finally, we're going to see if we can get some of its exclusive special items. So firstly, for loadout, guys, what you're going to want to do, what I recommend, is go a Ranger build. And that means using Necro armor that uses bones you get from the dungeon. Then for accessories, I'll just swap my wings out. You want to use things like Shield of Cthulhu, Obsidian Shield, for knockback. You want Shark Tooth Necklace for damage penetration. Then just a random accessory. And Brain of Confusion if you're in Crimson, or Worm Scarf if you're in a Corruption world. And then some boots. And then also for weapons, let me just swap this around. I had some endgame stuff just for the intro. You want things like Beanades, Molotov cocktails, and then your main damage weapons are going to be the Hellwing Bow, which goes to Unreal. And then you can equip that with wooden arrows to get these flame attacks. Or you can swap in things like Jester arrows for piercing against the hungry, which is also useful. You also want a bee gun, which helps with crowd control, and maybe a diamond staff for direct damage, and also a molten fury. You may want to try some grenades against the fight. They deal good throwing damage. You can see it's 80 without buffs on, but be careful as it can damage you too. So let's go have a look at the arena and then we'll get the battle started. Okay guys, here we are in the underworld, and one of the first things I recommend you do is set up a spawn point, especially if you want to come back here easily to farm another Wall of Flesh. Just excuse me while I use my endgame weapons just while we're getting set up, because this is a hard mode world, because I've already beaten Wall of Flesh. So for your arena, you want to build it out of stone, as the lava slimes will actually destroy wooden platforms. And then also you'll notice I've built these little stations along here. I call them regeneration stations. You've got a campfire, heart lantern, sunflower, and honey. And that's just going to give you regen and a movement speed buff during the fight, which is going to help out quite a bit. We'll just keep clearing those mobs. The little gaps in the runway are to let the lava from the lava slimes drip through, so they're not destroying our beautiful regeneration stations. Let me just swap my wings off here. So we've got all our buffs on. Basically, you want all the buffs available, guys, especially heart reach. So I'm playing, oh goodness, I see, this is where you got to be so careful with these lava slimes. The lava will destroy our nice regeneration things. All right, so let's get this battle started. 3, 2, 1. And I'll swap back to my area-specific weapons. Okay, so look, it's like spawned deep down. So the first thing you want to do is just start throwing Beanades and Molotovs. You just really want to start the fight, just getting a bit of damage in on them, and they'll also help deal with the hungries a little and do a little bit of damage to the Wall of Flesh. And then you'll sort of want to alternate between doing that and then firing some of your Hellwing Bow and a bit of your bee gun as you go. And just keep throwing your Beanades occasionally. Now, in Expert and Master Mode, you can't permanently kill the hungries. So don't try to keep clearing them all the time. I'm just doing it to maybe spawn a few hearts during the battle. And yeah, now about halfway during the fight, you want to start swapping to more direct damage, like your Diamond Staff and your Molten Fury. And you will probably want to swap to your Jester arrows at this stage, just because they're a bit more direct and they'll pierce through. They're also very fast firing. So you're going to be guaranteed to get that damage going through to the eye. Now for my movement, you'll notice I'm moving fairly erratically, like just flying up and down a bit and sort of dashing with Shield of Cthulhu. And basically that's because the lasers try and track you. So if you move erratically, they're going to have a hard time actually landing hits on you, which is really useful indeed. Now, just towards the end of the fight, so it's down under 2,000, you pretty much want to focus on damage. I'd ignore the hungries at this stage, and you're going to start taking some pretty heavy damage here, and it speeds up like crazy. And there we go, guys. We've done it. We've taken out the Master Mode Wall of Flesh. Very nice indeed. And as you see, the big thing with this fight is preparation. I'll just put my wings back on and get my endgame weapons back out just to help clear them. So we got our Relic, which you get in Master Mode. I'm loving collecting them. I hope you guys are too. And we'll have a look at our... Oh, goodness. Get away from me, bat. We'll have a look at our treasure bag. So let's put that there. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Boom. So we got one of the new summon weapons, the Firecracker, which is kind of cool. That's actually got a fairly low drop chance. You get a demon heart, which gives you an extra accessory slot, which is very nice indeed. So you have 6 in master mode and 7 once you use a demon heart. And we just got some of the usual stuff as well, but we didn't get the pet. So what we might do is we'll wait for the guide to respawn and then we'll slam it with some endgame stuff. Let's zoom ahead. Okay guys, it's a new day and we've spawned a new guide into our world, so it is time to tackle another wall of flesh and see if we can get our hands on its little pet item. No, actually I think this one has a mount actually. So let's throw this into the lava. I've equipped some vortex armor just so we can really smash this wall of flesh to pieces. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a little test here. Let's see how fast we can take out these hungries with our celebration. As you can see, that is doing insane damage against them. And the wall of... it's already dead. So I think it drops separately. Ah, yes, we got it, guys. The goat skull. So I believe this is a new mount. Let me just summon a Stardust Dragon. Just so that gets out of the way a bit there. Let's put our relic down. Beautiful. Because we just want to enjoy this occasion. I might put the banner up there. Beautiful. So the goat skull is a new mount, so let's just equip that. And it looks very cool indeed. I think it has it gains speed like the unicorn mount, so I would assume it deals damage as it charges through enemies. It also has a double jump, and you can see like a little puff of flame come out as it like jumps in the air. So very, very cool item indeed. I do like it, especially if you were doing events, you can sort of charge back and forward and deal some nice damage that way. Let's also open our treasure bag, just why not? 3, 2, 1, boom! Breaker Blade, Warrior Emblem, all that good stuff. So I'm actually doing a master mode playthrough on my channel as well. I'll put a link on screen. We're going through all these bosses if you'd like to see it in its natural habitat. I'd love you to join me for that. Smash the like button if you're finding these videos useful. I'm having a lot of fun making them. And subscribe for more, guys. And here's the most important part as always. You all stay happy and I'll see you soon. This is Happy Days signing out. See ya!